Good morning, students. Today in this video we are going to study law of conservation of energy. Now let me first tell you what is the statement of law of conservation of energy. Law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can only transform from one form to another form. The total energy of the body before and after the transformation always remains constant. So this is the statement of law of conservation of energy. You should learn it, you should remember this. Now, to understand this law, we shall take the example of total mechanical energy of any object. At any point of time, the total mechanical energy of any object is the sum of its potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy and kinetic energy you have already read in previous videos. So, total mechanical energy E, total mechanical energy of any object E is equal to the sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy. Now we shall see the total mechanical energy of an object which is falling downward. We shall consider that as an example. So suppose there is an object whose mass is m and it is at a certain height from the ground. Say the height is h. Now, if we find out the potential energy of this object, we have already read it. Potential energy can be given by the expression mgh. So, at this position, let us consider the position is A. At position A, at A, potential energy is mgh. Now, what is kinetic energy? This object is at rest. When an object is at rest, when it is not moving, its kinetic energy must be equal to 0. So kinetic energy is 0. Now what is the total mechanical energy? Just now we have read total mechanical energy is the sum of potential and kinetic energy. So if we find the total mechanical energy E here, that will be potential plus kinetic. What we get? mgh plus kinetic energy is 0, so it is mgh. So the total mechanical energy of an object is mgh. Now let us consider this body which is falling down, and now after certain time from A it has reached position B. What is the potential energy at position B? At position B, since the height is decreasing, height of this object, height of this body is decreasing, h is decreasing, so definitely potential energy will decrease. Let us suppose now the potential energy is decreased by k joule. So potential energy will be equal to mgh minus k. K joule potential energy decreased. Now what is kinetic energy of the body at this position? Since this body is falling down at position B, it is not at rest, it is having some velocity. So it must have some kinetic energy. From where it gets its kinetic energy? Actually, the potential energy, the decrease in potential energy is equal to the increase in kinetic energy. Means the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. So if k joule potential energy decreases, then k joule potential kinetic energy increases. It means initially the kinetic energy was 0 at position A, now it has gained some kinetic energy as K. Okay, now the kinetic energy is K, potential energy is mgh minus K, total energy, total mechanical energy, mgh minus K is potential energy plus K is kinetic energy. You will find that total mechanical energy at position B is also mgh. So, potential energy is converted into kinetic energy while the body is coming down. But the total energy at every instant is same, that is mgh. Now, again consider the body reaches ground. This is position C. Consider it as position C. At C, when the body comes to the ground, its potential energy becomes 0. Means its total potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. When the body just about to touch the ground, it has maximum velocity, so it will have maximum kinetic energy. Again, the question will arise from where it gets the kinetic energy. Actually, the potential energy is, the whole potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. So we can write at this position kinetic energy as, here the potential energy at maximum height, potential energy is maximum, that is mgh. Now whole potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, so we can say kinetic energy is now becomes mgh. Total mechanical energy is 0 plus mgh. Potential energy is 0, kinetic energy is mgh. Total energy is again mgh. So through this example, what we have found, the energy of the body which is coming down, which is falling down, is transforming from potential to kinetic. But the total energy, the total mechanical energy, which is the sum of potential and kinetic energy, is always remains constant. So from here we can say that a body which is falling vertically downward, or a body which is moving vertically upward, or any object, its total mechanical energy when it is moving upward or coming downward is always equals to mgh. That's all in this video. In the next video we are going to study what is power. Thank you.